कूजन्तं राम रामेति मधुरं मधुराक्षरम् आरुह्य कविताशाखां वन्दे वाल्मीकि कोकिलम्। रामाय रामभद्राय रामचन्द्राय वेधसे रघुनाथाय नाथाय सीताया पतये नमः। जयत्याश्रितसन्त्रास ध्वान्तविध्वंसनोदयः प्रभावान् सीतया देव्या परमव्योमभास्करः परमव्योमभास्करः।
श्रीमते निगमान्त महादेशिकाय नमः। Rama was extremely dejected in Sita going missing in the middle of Dandakaranya. He laments. He goes and asks the Tilaka tree, the Tilaka flowers. He asks the Karnikara Pushpam and later even Godavari Nadi. He lamented so much that Lakshmana worried if something bad would strike Rama. He convinces Rama like how large parts of the earth were under Bali's control and later were gotten back by the Lord Sriman Narayana in his form as Upendra or Vamana. Similarly, Sita, who was born on Mother Earth, shall be gotten by Rama very soon. While Rama still continued showing melancholy, that is when Lakshmana says, Rama, you should understand the basic truth of our existence. Which living being on this earth has had incessant joy? Ashvasihi narasreshtha praninaha kasyana padaha samsprishad agnivadrajan kshanena vyapayanti cha. Who on this earth has incessant joy? There have been ups, there will be downs. You cannot keep lamenting like an ordinary human being. Even an ordinary person will understand the ups and downs of a life. Rama, how come you don't understand? Wasn't Yayati pushed from Swargaloka? Didn't the great Vasishtha, who was an embodiment of Vairagya and Jnana, lose all his 100 sons? Mother Earth, who's called as an embodiment of perseverance and patience, Kshamaya Prithvi Sama, Kshama, that Bhuma Devi, doesn't she have volcanoes over her that keep bursting? The sun and the moon that give us light are also prone to eclipses. While the sun and the moon in the sky are prone to eclipses when Mother Earth faces volcano eruptions. When Vasishtha lost his sons, when Yayati was pushed from the heaven, who are we, Rama? You cannot afford to cry like a normal human. Whether Sita is living or dead, you should not be crying like this. You should be the one who should be leading the world by an example. Mritayam api vaidehyam nashtayam api raghava shochitum narhase veera yathanyaha prakritas tatha. Rama, remember, like how the loveliness is seen in the moon, like how the brilliance is seen in the sun, like how the movement is seen in the wind, like how patience and forbearance is seen in earth, so is rightful fame seen in you. Act according to the fame that the world trusts you and gives you. Chandre Lakshmi Prabha Surye Gatir Viryau Bhuvikshama Yetaccha Niyatam Nityam Tvaicha Nuttamam Yashaha. Rama, with Lakshmana, as they speak to each other, they walk further south in search of Sita. That is when Rama spots the dying bird Jatayu. After them obtaining the blessings of Agastya Maharshi earlier, they came in acquaintance with Jatayu. Jatayu introduced himself as the younger brother to Sampati, as the son to Aruna, and having come in the Kashyapa Gotra. He also mentioned of his unique friendship with Rama's father Dasharatha and promised to protect Sita like how a father or a father-in-law would do. True to his words, he did try protecting Sita, but in the due process lost the wings to fly. Being a very old bird, he was on the verge of his death. Rama, looking at Jatayu suffer, dropped his bow and his quiver of arrows. He embraced Jatayu. You remember? Sita too embraced Jatayu. This is what is called as the undercurrent chemistry that runs between the man and his wife. She too did what Rama did and he too did what Sita did. Ramastasya tu vijnaya Sita saktam priya katham Gridharaja parishvajya Parityajya mahadhanuhu Nipapata vasho bhumau Rurodasaha Lakshmanaha. While embracing Jatayu, Rama asked, "My dear Jatayu, you are like a father to me. Who has done this to you, Jatayu? Please tell me." That is when Jatayu says, "Yamoshadhimiva yushmannan veshasi mahavane sadevi mama cha prana ravaneno bhayam hritam." That lady whom I adore, that lady whom I respect, that lady who is your beloved was carried away by Ravana, and in the due process of protecting, I lost my wings to his sword called Chandrahasa. That is when he says, who is that Ravana? Putro Vishravasa Sakshat Bhrata Vaishravanasya sa. He is the son of the rishi called Vishravas, and he is the brother to, he says, Vaishravanaha. Vaishravana in generally means Kubera. Kuberaya Vaishravanaya Maharajaya Ramaha. He is the original heir of Vishravas. The others are also called Vaishravas. Now, Jatayu adds, Rama, do not worry. Though I may die in a few minutes from now, but one thing that I can tell you. This particular act of Ravana kidnapping your wife will not result in good for him. She will be back to you soon. Rama wonders how. That is when he says, Raudraha Shvetascha Maitrascha Tatha Sarabhata Smritaha Savitro Vaishvadevascha Gandharvaha Kutapastatha Rauhinistilakasyaiva Vijayo Nairitasthatha Shambaro Varunasyaiva Bhagaha Panchadasha Smritaha. The commentator says, Yena Muhurte Ravanaha Sita Madaya Yataha Asau Muhurtau Vindo Nama Tatra Nashtam Dhanam Punaraya Yasteti Tade Tatsa Ravano Nabudhyata Sita Mohitvat. Of the various time periods that we split our day into muhurtas, there is one particular muhurta called Vinda. During the Vinda muhurta, if an object or a person is lost, they will be back to the person who they have a relationship or who owns them. If it is an object, a person owns. If it is a person, the other person will have a relationship. They will be back to that original person. That is the Mahatmyam of Vinda Muhurtam. That is why Jatayu says, she was lost in the Vinda Muhurtam. During Vinda Muhurtam, if somebody or something is lost, they will come back to the original place, back to pavilion. Then Jatayu says, Rama, now that I have told you that Ravana tried abducting Sita, I tried to protect Sita, it is a Vinda Muhurtam, she will be back to you. One thing that I have to tell is I see nobody in front of me except golden trees covered with Ushira grass. Golden trees covered with Ushira grass is generally visible to eyes when they are on the deathbed. So he says, सौवर्णान् मरणे काले तथा प्रतीयन्त इति प्रसिद्धम्. Rama laments, he says, for all the pain that you have incurred, Jatayu, for this death which is meted to you, I am in a way cause. My misfortune is the cause. Again, do you remember? Sita too mentions to Jatayu that it is my abhagyam which has caused you this particular state. Ayam piturvayasyo me gridharajo mahabalaha shete vinihato bhumau mama bhagya viparyayat. This is what Rama tells Jatayu. Then he says, I have lost my dear father Dasharatha in my absence. I thought I will obtain the same love what I obtained from my father from you, my dear Jatayu. Now my bad bhagyam is so much, bhagyam is so much that I am losing you also. Jatayu, when Sita was missing and Lakshmana and I guessed that she could have been kidnapped, it caused me pain. But you know what causes greater pain? When I see you die. Sita haranajam dukkham name saumya tatha gatam yatha vinasho gridhrasya matkrite chaparantapa. That is when he wipes the tears that were rolling down his cheeks. Rama does that to himself and uses his palm and says, Jatayu, Gachalokan anuttaman. May you go to that abode from which there is no return. May you get moksham. Yagatir yajna shilanam ahitagnischa yagatihi aparavartinam yacha bhumi pradayinam mayatvam samanugyato gachalokan anuttaman gridharaja mahasatva Samskritascha maya vraja. Go to Vaikuntam. Big, $1 million question in Ramayanam. 2. 1. The first question which the Acharyas ask. Rama, on one side, as you and Lakshmana left Panchavati, you both said, we don't know where is Sita, who has taken Sita, where is she? And only after Jatayu told did you realize who Ravana was and that Ravana has abducted Sita. And then you started crying and then further you will go make friends with Sugriva. Then further you will construct Setu. Like how a normal human being will go through the course of lost and found, you are going. On the other side, you are looking at a dying bird, Jatayu, and saying, go to Moksham. If at all you have the power to grant Moksham, why will you go place after place in search of Sita? Like a primitive mortal, if you go place after place crying for Sita and searching for Sita, how do you have the power to give moksha? First question. Second question which our acharyas ask, Rama, for sages who have performed karma yogam, jnana yogam and the main vehicle Angi, which is Bhakti Yogam or Nyasa Yoga, which is Sharanagati, Moksham is entitled because they have performed an upayam, they have resorted to an upayam, a means. They have understood Bhagavat Swarupam, Paramatma Swarupam, Atma Swarupam, the relationship, and they are resorting to Tattvahita Purushartham. But in this case, Rama, Jatayu neither performed Karma Yogam, Jnana Yogam, Bhakti Yogam or Sharanagati. And moreover, Rama, he has got a few other disqualifications. In such a scenario, how did you grant moksha? So, two questions. First question, if you have granted him moksham, how do you act as if you are ignorant about Sita's kidnapping? If you are ignorant about Sita's kidnapping, how do you have the power to grant moksham to Jatayu? First question. Second, despite all disqualifications not to get moksham, how did Jatayu get moksha? Two questions which our acharyas ask. Are there answers to it? Next episode. Dear Astika reader, I am happy to be authoring a two-part book on the Ramayana in English. The first part is slated for release in the year 2024. The book aims to recreate and retell the Ramayana of Valmiki, conforming to the ancient commentaries and other allied literature. To receive notifications of the book release, kindly register with www.deshikadaya.org/books. Namaskaram.